It is an iconic watch, okay? And what that means is usually when I'm out and about, people know exactly what it is. I've been stopped more than at least 5 times about, hey, is that a Submariner? Is it real? And I don't like that from people that I don't know. It's just kind of weird. And the second thing that I don't like is sometimes this gets misaligned, the bezel, it'll turn on you. And that bothers me. I look down and I see it and I'm like, here we go. The next thing is I don't like how it is on my wrist. I had a 114270, which is a Rolex Explorer 1. I love that watch. It was my favorite watch of all time, and I had to sell it for personal reasons. So, if you can see where this is going, is this is a much larger watch, and it has a much larger presence. That's perfectly fine, but I just prefer to have something understated on my wrist, not a larger watch. It's just my personal preference. Number three, I just miss gold. So if you notice in my other videos, which is I love wearing gold, okay? A gold Submariner, as far as I know, and a gold Sea Dweller, they have a date. I don't like the date. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like the date over here. I never have liked them on the sub, and then when the Sea Dweller came out with it, I just don't like it. I think it looks nice in a date just, but this is my personal opinion, which is why I have a no date Submariner. Is there is no date on here, and I do prefer that. Okay, but I do like to wear gold. So with this, I try to match my metals, and this may sound very uh, trivial to some of you, but to me, I like to match metals when I'm wearing things. And then silver and gold, that doesn't make sense to me unless it's two tone. All right, another thing that I will mention is I miss my 114270. I miss my Rolex Explorer. I miss it a lot. So in light of that being the case, and they release the two-tone Rolex Explorer, more likely than not, that is what I'm going to be getting. So this is going to be going bye-bye, and I will be trading this in pretty much. And I think I'm trading in for what I paid for it, so I didn't lose any money, and basically got another watch for a little more. So, and that is something that I really miss is my Explorer, because when I wore my Explorer, which relates back to my first point, is nobody ever knew what it was. Not a single person, unless they were watch people, and there's only a couple of them that I know, and they know exactly what it was. So that is something that I do like about the Explorer is no one knows what it is. Whereas this watch, it is iconic. Everyone knows exactly what this is, and it just makes me nervous sometimes. So I'm going with the Explorer. I know they say, man, it's two tone, it's gold, but still, it's an Explorer, and it's a smaller watch. So I just don't like a large presence, and I like the Explorer for that reason. Okay, the final reason that I will give why I'm selling this watch. Rolex Submariners have been going on for a long time. If they were to ever make this watch in a two tone, no date, I would buy it probably the same day. I would sell everything I have, liquidate everything I have to sell it probably, because that would be my dream watch. To the best of my knowledge, they have never made a Submariner no date in a two tone. If they ever did that, I would probably buy it. There's no doubt about it. I would buy it as soon as it came out. But as far as I know, that doesn't exist. So at least till this point. Okay. And on an add to that is, if you notice the Explorer line over the last couple of years, they do one model for like 2 or 3 years, another model for 2 or 3 years, another model for 2 or 3 years, and they stop. And then they change it to something else on the Explorers. What that means is, if you pay attention to what they are doing, and this is just speculation, but that two tone gold Explorer, it may or may not be discontinued in 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years, with the way they keep doing things with the Explorer. And if that happens, we all know what's going to happen to it. It is going to skyrocket. The minute that a Rolex is not wanted, and then all of a sudden they discontinue it, we all know what happens. It goes through the roof. And that is another reason why I'm buying it, is because I like having things that are generally a first edition, like something that is a first. And this, unfortunately, is not a first. I couldn't afford a first one of these, first off. Second off, it is nice and everything, but the two-tone gold, it meets what I like. It's a smaller presence on my wrist, which I prefer. I have a habit of dinging stuff. On my SKX, I have a giant ding right here on the lug. I mean, a giant ding. I just have a really hard time, it seems like, with watches that are a larger size. And that's my personal opinion. So that's another reason why I'm buying that Explorer, is because it's smaller, like I mentioned before. And on top of that is because if they discontinue it or do anything to it, it'll be the first model, the first one ever made. It's the first two-tone Explorer. So that's another reason why I'm buying it, is because it's the first. And I really do like that idea. So I'm going to release this video probably next week, and that will be, hopefully I'll be getting a unboxing video of the two-tone Rolex that I'll be getting in. And if you guys want to follow my daily content, the Instagram will be linked down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hopefully today's the day that I earn your subscription, and y'all have a wonderful day.